There was a book on the bookshelves a couple of years ago, and it stayed at the bestseller for a long, long time. It was called We Need to Talk About Kevin, and it was written by Lionel Shriver. Now, Lionel Shriver is a she. She's a woman. And it was quite a controversial story because it was the story of a young man who commits a dreadful crime, and then it's about his parents contacting each other and discussing their son and what the problem is. And it just touched a nerve with people because there had been a couple of terrible incidents in American colleges, and it just resounded that this was the story that she was telling. Her latest does the same thing for the medical insurance scheme in America, and it couldn't be more timely because Lionel Shriver will have been writing this book for some 2 years, and then all of a sudden it hits the bookshelf, and the subject matter is absolutely perfect for today. It's a story about a man who has saved all his life. He wants to do some good works. He's worked in a job he hasn't enjoyed for the past few years. His wife, Glynis, has been travelling with him. They've been to holiday places, and she knows he wants to go and live in another country. So one day he goes out and buys 3 single tickets for him, his wife and his son, comes home and starts packing. But then Glynis comes in, and she's been to the doctors, and the diagnosis isn't good, and she says, we're going to need your medical insurance. So Shep, who had visions of living in another country and maybe doing some engineering work or building some wells, has to reconsider life. So Lionel Shriver has taken that as the starting point, and then she takes you through the medical insurance scheme and hospitalization in America. So Shep starts off with a bank account of some $750,000 and medical insurance, and as his wife goes through the process of the things that she has to go through, you see not only all his life insurance being taken up, his medical insurance, but then you also see his nest egg being nibbled away. And Lionel Shriver always pushes a message in her books. She always has something quite substantial to say. And so she uses other medical incidents in this book, and you get a very, very strong point of view. It's not for the faint-hearted, this book, but I have to say I found it absolutely gripping. I think the whole premise of making it much more human and on a human scale, and of course with the President of America just making what he's done in law, it makes it all fall into place. It's a fascinating book. Lionel Shriver is going to be here for the Writers and Readers Festival soon, so I recommend you go and see it. And of course, you should read the book first.